and welcome! Now before I begin, a quick reminder to join my page if you're on Facebook, as I do post updates on what's happening with regards to projects and events. I do the same on Twitter also, so for you Twitter users, do follow me on there. You will find links to both on my channel info page. So, let's begin. Now today we are going to unbox something quite interesting and unique, and it is by Wayne Halliday, or known as Electronscape. And he has created something. It's one of his creations, and something which I have been looking forward to getting for quite a while now, since he's been working on it. He's been updating me on how things have been. Ooh, interesting! I'm so excited. First things first, the USB cable matches my nail polish. Good start. Right. Okay, it's a programmer. So that is for firmware updates, and this is the actual thing itself. Now it is a SIDbox, and okay, so it is a bare unit, and Wayne is working on the casing for this. I don't even know how to use this thing. I mean, there is he's done PDF online manuals so that I can. Oh, okay, there's buttons here. Buttons do something. Let's pressy. Okay, which is the on button? Okay, so there is a tiny little switch here, which switches the unit on. Okay, so the first thing you see here is a disclaimer. Actually, let me just take this off. It's my little pouch of media stuff. SD cards, freaking USB flash drives. Okay, so before actually, doing a proper demonstration, I decided to update the firmware on this thing, which is not easy. Well, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard, I'd say it's fiddly, to be honest. Because at the back here, you have these 5 pins, which you have to put these, 5 points in there. And that will, program the chip. And you have to install software and stuff. Which, yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Once you know what you're doing, it's fine. But anyway, I installed the latest firmware, which he said, and he's done improvements and stuff, which he's constantly doing. And yeah, so there was a bug that he ironed out, and that's to do with the playlist, I think. Anyway, I've put more SIDs and mods on this thing. So here is the USB socket just for charging. That is the charging light. This one next to it is the charged light when it's finished charging. Okay, this thing here is the reset button. This little thing here is the power button, so you kind of just you switch the power on like this, switch it off like that. This, I'm not sure what it is. Seems like some sort of port Wayne was working on, but I'm not sure. Okay, these 4 are the input buttons, and they kind of, when you want your track, next track, previous track, play, pause, so forth. And I think they do different things, because it's like a menu system thing. This is a volume control, which is quite sensitive. This thing gets very loud. You probably saw the disclaimer earlier on. That is the headphone jack. And this is the SD card slot where you put your mods, your SIDs, and your YM files. YM as in YM for Atari ST YM. So let's get into this thing, because I'm really excited. I get my speakers. So let's turn this thing on and see what it has for us. Yep, he's updated it because that thing at the beginning didn't come on before. Okay, so we have here a nice touch screen, and what you do is you do play, which plays, that takes you into the file browser. So you do the play, and then you could go, and you can see that I have a few folders here. Ignore the playlists one, that's going to be playlists for now. Okay, I've put YMs in this one, SIDs in that one, and Amiga mods in that one. So let's kind of put on an Amiga mod first. Whenever you do a selection, you just press OK, and it comes up with Amiga mods. So let's select. Okay, you can use this bar, or the page up, page down thing, for up and down, or you can use the hardware buttons here, which I sometimes find easier when you're trying to pinpoint a certain file. And you can take the beep off. I've actually put the beep on purpose. Okay, so let's do Starworks. Okay, you can see this oscilloscope here, which is pretty cool. And then you can actually change the UI to a tracker, which is cool. Actually, throughout you know, him creating this, I've been suggesting things to him. This is one of the things that are suggested, and you know, he's been doing the hard work, because I just suggested these as, you know, ideas, and he's been asking me for ideas and bug fixes, whatever. So and yeah, this is something which I really wanted to see. I wanted to see the tracker data and it looking like an Amiga, which he did a perfect job on. If those of you, those music geeks of you, those Amiga music geeks, will recognize this instantly, and I think it's so cool. And now to connect the SIDbox directly to your ears so that I can demonstrate the sound, the EQ settings, and the SPZ effect, as well as the stereo separation adjustment. I show you a bit of a demonstration of the sound itself and the settings and everything. I'm going to show you some of the playlists now, actually, and they're quite easy to set up. It's got a basic playlist system. Okay, basically what you're doing is just like go to File and just add, you know, whatever ones you want. Let's call it this. Okay. Yeah. Add more. Oops. Starworks. And let's mix it up a bit. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, let's add some SID. Oh, I've done add a directory, sorry. Close this. I accidentally pressed that instead of that, so it's add file now. So that's when all the files come up. Okay, so let's cool. Let's add a YM actually, or a yum. Okay. All you do basically is save as, and then, you know, I think it's just like a 3 character. Oh, okay, the music stopped. Because the mod finished. Okay, so I just say mix. So you've saved a mix, and you can update it. Like, for example, let's say, for example, I want to add one more file. Let's add another SID. So SID Cybernoid 2. Now you want to update it, just press that save at the top. So updated playlist. Fantastic. Now, to load playlist, you come back out of here, and then you say play a playlist. Okay, so go there, go, and I think I already have a couple of playlists. So we just made this mix one here, and it plays that. And you press next. And those of you who know me will know that I love this one. It's one of my favorite SIDs. And if I am correct, he's using a TDA 2822M DAC, which is the same one which I'm going to use for a future project. And yeah, you'll find out soon. But it's a very good audio deck. Very good. Because I mean, look at the power which I'm getting. We hear with just 3.3 volts or 3.5 volts he's using. And the anode battery says 3.7, but I think it's running at 3.3 or something. Which, wow, it is freaking fantastic. I know this on the Amiga, but this is the Atari ST version. But this is, yeah, Treasure Island to see. My childhood memories. This is another one I really like. I like both Cybernoid 1 and Cybernoid 2 music. As said, they're just amazing. It's by Jordan Dell, if I've pronounced his name correctly. Actually, you know, one thing that'd be really cool about this, that's really cool about this, I'll be right back. So what I'm excited about now and what I can do is record like a portable, you know, recording source. If I could just put all my mods on there, and I want to create a cassette compilation of, you know, mods or anything, SIDs, whatever. It's, yeah, I can do it. Hold on a second. And so what I'm going to do is record a little clip from this. Yeah, I've just changed the cassette. I thought use a better one. Input. God's mod.
To the wonderful. The wonderful. Into the wonderful. The wonderful.
What a gorgeous recording! Okay, so another cool feature on this is the built-in demos, which Wayne put in. I think it's his favorite demos. One of them he made, and the other one, I think it's an Atari ST Demo. So look, where are they? They're in the settings. Okay, so there is the big demo, which is the Atari ST Demo. And let's go to the info. And that is so cool. It's the big demo, which I think it's like seems to be some sort of music demo. Commando. I don't think that's the same Commando, but let's give it a go anyway. Yes, it is. I didn't expect that. I like the background parallax thing going on. And you can see here. I just noticed that now. Okay, so there is an Easter egg on this, which Wayne said that if you do a certain key combination, that it will come up. So let's try it. Yay, there it is. Notice my picture in the background of my tea. That's so cool. Of course, those of you who know my channel will know that this is one of my favorite sets also. Now, of course, this likes a case, and Wayne said he's gonna do a case actually and send me one. So I cannot wait for that because I'll make things convenient, because I'm constantly scared of tearing this battery off the freaking thingy. I think that's why he's hot glued that piece there, so I don't, you know, rip it off the board itself and lift the freaking pads or something. So it's just, I'm paranoid. And he says it's tough, and I believe him. It is freaking tough. This thing is well built, and he did it all by hand. Hats off! Seriously, some precision freaking work here. So once the case is there, it's going to be complete for sure, and I love this. I'm going to use this, you know, when I go out and about for sure. It's just so cool. Put my entire SID and mod collection on it. The formats this uses is SID, PSID, and he's still working on RSID actually. And the YM, he's got the possible support for Pocky is not in the future, so he's working on that. And I remember him saying something about S3M format. It works, but maximum 16 channels, preferably 8 channels. But things like XM or IT don't work. Impulse Tracker or XM mods. Yeah, PCM WAV works. I did suggest if he can do FLAC format. He's thinking about that. I think it's a bit complicated. So anyway, that's the formats I remember him talking about. And of course it does Amiga Protracker mods, as you've seen. But again, he's, you know, he's always improving something on this. It's like all throughout recording this video, Wayne has been like, you know, messaging me saying, oh, I got a new hex file. Like 3 freaking times I've updated the firmware on this. Actually, not 3 times. It's been like 5 times. I've updated the freaking firmware. He's like, ooh, a new hex file. I'm like, oh god, what now? It's like improvement on this. So it's like, bless him, he's working hard on this. So he's been just like ironing out the little bugs here and there. It's something I would freaking be all over as a, you know, Amiga music geek, and also a Commodore 64 geek. My favorite sound chips are Paula of the Amiga and SID of the Commodore 64. It's just my favorite too. So yeah, this is perfecto for me. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this SIDbox with me. I will continue to enjoy it. If you wish to contact Wayne or Electronscape, I have left his details in the description below. Thanks so much for your likes, your shares. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos and do subscribe for more. Also, I'm on Patreon, so if you wish to support me, the link is in the description below or the info section of my channel. Many thanks to my patrons whose names are scrolling up the screen as I speak.